There we go. Hi, I am Sailor Venus, and I am Sailor Jupiter. And today, does it look like my fuck? And we go again. Knowing YouTube is gonna pick that as the one as the thumbnail. So anyway, hi, I'm Sailor Venus, and I'm Sailor Pluto. I'm Sailor Jupiter, and I'm Sailor Venus. My mistake. How do we start up by fucking up on our names? I don't know. Anyway, so everyone knows that Dolby Flash is coming to an end on December 31st. Now that leads me into some beliefs. Do we have to jump to it ourselves? Like, is it our job? Is it our work? Do we have to go on there and put on a new play ourselves? Or is it the websteads that have to do it? If it's the websteads that have to do it, then I guess I got nothing to fear. But if it's us and we have to unput the new player, then that is truly sad. Mine see a lot of folks who either have Microsoft Windows, a lot of them who have either have Google Chrome OS or Apple Macintosh OS or Google Android or Google Android or Apple iOS or even Linux. On all those folks then happen to unput a new player. And depending to the time, stead, and what time, some folks might not get around to unputting the new player until hours, spans later. But I believe it's the websteads. You want to know how I know? Because I go on Windows 10. I have Windows 10 since March. And I look up Dolby Flash, and the only thing it tells me is it sends me to the webstead. So that leads me into believing that it's not on my reckoner, that it's not not my work to have to unput the new player, whatever the new player will be. So, is it our job to unput? Is it our work to put on the new player, or is it up to all these websteads to unput on the new player when the time comes? Yeah, I don't. The truth is, you're right, Sailor Jupiter. I don't know if it's our work to do it or it's the webstead's work to do it. You know, I truly do not know. You know, so we got that out of the way. So another the thing we need to talk about here is that over the years with Sailor Moon, over the years there has been folks out there who I think, well, over the years there have been folks out there who liked one kind of Sailor Moon, didn't like the other. And hey, everyone has the right to like what they like and not like what they don't like. But, you know, so what we have here is. Hold on. Yeah, that might get to the true grounds of our film. We did it many times. What the fuck? We'll just do it again. So, anyway, some folks out there might be saying, oh, well, you need to clean that out. You need to shift it. No, that shit's staying in there. I think I make our films lifelike. Yeah, and that gets us to this ground of our film. You know? So, you have haters, and everyone has them. They say they're scavers. They say they're scaving you, but the truth is they're probably bullying you and picking on you. And the thing they like to bring up all the time is that, you need to clean out your films. You know, oh, you need to do this and do that with them. Then I'll like them. Well, the little downside to that is that these folks are always going to shift the goal. They're never going to be happy with it, no need what it is. So at the end of the day, um, I'm not going to do what they want to do because they're not followers of ours. You're right about that, Sailor Venus. I mean, when you think of it, what have they ever, what backing or have they ever done besides either making fun of what they see, bullying or picking on the man who makes the films, or besmirching his name, or just saying a bunch of shit. Oh, that's scathing. Oh, we're calling you out. No. At the end of the day, you didn't have nothing to work with, so you just made up a bunch of shit. And you besmirched his name. And you said, oh, we're helping you. How does making fun of someone and bullying them and picking on them help them? I don't understand that. You know? And then talking about how, oh, well, we think we know. Yeah, you don't know what he does for his films. If you think that's what he should do, that's your own belief. But don't go around saying, oh, he needs to do this or he needs to do that, because you know in the end of the day, it's all up to choosing and picking. And if you don't like that kind, don't like films that haven't been cleaned up and shifted in some way, then why would you be watching his then? You know? I don't know. It's been 7 long years since we've been done with our haters, and still to this day, we still don't understand them. Yeah, you know? So, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know? Haters are gonna hate, it is what it is. You know, you just have to learn how to deal with them. You read about that, Sailor Jupiter. You are right. We learned a long time ago how to deal with them. Dwayne's learned a long time ago how to deal with them. And it's worked good for 7 long years and more years to come. Yeah, and then, then there's these folks out there that have these new Sailor Moon dolls, the small body with the big heads. Then these dream dolls where you gotta put them together, which at the end of the day is gonna be too much work. You know? You know those kind, right? They call them dream dolls. I don't know, dream something. They're the ones where you have to put them together and they give you all the shit to work with. And everybody gets them. But at the end of the day, they're going to be too much work to do. You know? And yeah, and all these folks that are like, hating on the new film, Sailor Moon Eternal or Sailor Moon Forever, getting irked and mad that it's not going to be the following of Sailor Moon on Hulu or wherever they watch it at. We watch it on Hulu. It is what it is, I guess. Toei and Naoko Takaguchi wanted to do something else, I guess. Whatever that was. And a lot of folks guessing how the film's going to be. Well, the film's not going to happen at least until 2021 YL. But the illness will probably still be around even by that time. But probably there'll be more. But at that point, they'll probably have a heal for it. But at that time, God will stop the illness or beat the illness, or overcome. God will eventually have stopped the illness that Lucifer has made. And at the end of the day, yes. So, yeah. So that's when this film is actually, doing the following of Sailor Moon will happen. So, anyway, yeah, and then getting down to the whole illness thing. I mean, at the end of the day, this whole illness, and oh, you can't say this and you can't say that about it. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, yeah, and it's Yeah, we know Lucifer made the illness and God's gonna stop it, you know, and it is what it is. And we've talked about it on our own YouTube fairway. We call it the sickness, the illness, because that's what it is. Virus is a French borrowed. Virus is a Latin borrowed word, and crown is a French borrowed word. So the word would be the head cap or the headwear sickness or illness. But everyone, all the likenesses of it just looks like red stuff instead of white stuff. But it is what it is. And you're probably thinking, why are we talking about all kinds of other things and not just talking about one thing? Because when you start out a film and you fuck it up, not that we fucked our films up, but when you make a film and you're not sure what to do, just throw kinds of things into it. So we're just talking about all kinds of stuff on our mind. I'm Sailor Venus. I'm Sailor Jupiter. Hope you like this film.